Hi guys, so today we're in Timon village and we're making our way to a very old cemetery, but there's a story attached to this cemetery, and it's about three boys who claim to have seen the Virgin Mary, and it's quite an interesting story, and you can make up your own mind whether it's true or not. It's quite a busy area. Just behind me there we have a bakery, and you can just get the smell of the buns and the bread being baked, which is it's actually a beautiful smell. But I'm going to tell you the story now as well, and we'll read some headstones as well.
My son and two other boys were playing down in the mart. It was just near the cemetery, and I don't know how long they were there, but he came up to his lunch. He was a bit late and he came in. He was very excited. I was getting the dinner. I was up to my eyes in work, and I said, come on and have your dinner. I said, what kept you? So he said, Mummy, he said, I saw the Blessed Mother, Blessed Virgin, he said, down in the cemetery. And I said, what cemetery? And he said, the one opposite the mart.
So on May the 5th, 1971, three boys named Eric, Gerald and Con say the Blessed Virgin Mary appeared to them at this cemetery here in the village of Timon in County Wexford. The apparition, a woman dressed in blue, appeared while they were playing at the cattle mart bordering this cemetery on the outskirts of the village. Two other children that were playing with them in the same spot saw nothing. Local reaction to the alleged apparition at the time was non-committal, and most people agree that the children saw something, and they do not believe that the boys were playing a prank.
Through the dividing bushes, Gerard O'Sullivan, the Garda Sergeant's son, Con Quigley, son of the shopkeeper, and Eric Fenlon, an auctioneer's son, saw, they say, a woman in blue.
The clergy of the area did not give any comment on the matter, and because of this, the silence of the apparition gained credence locally. The boys revisited the graveyard and recounted seeing bright rays of light and a 6-foot woman wearing a long blue dress with a white shawl. They are convinced what they saw was real and not somebody playing a trick on them.
What was it you saw?
I saw a lady in a blue dress over there, and she had a white veil on her head, and she was about 6 feet tall or so, 5 feet or 6 feet tall. And she was about 2 inches off the ground, and she had a ring around her head.
Head of the Department of Psychology at University College Dublin, Reverend Professor O'Doherty, wished the church officials in the Diocese of Ferns had given a statement about the alleged apparition in Timon from the outset. O'Doherty also stated no importance should be given to any apparitions, the sighting at Lourdes being the exception. While apparitions are fairly common within this lifetime, none have been authenticated.
Reverend Professor Faheen O'Doherty.
The answer is absolutely none, none whatsoever. The Church attaches no importance to these apparitions on the ground that the revelation of Christ ceased with the death of the last apostle. And these events, these alleged events, have no relationship whatsoever to the content of the faith.
He was quite sure those people claiming to have seen apparitions are not lying, but what they claim to have seen can be explained. In older age groups, it is possible a manifestation of emotion disturbance. In younger age groups, it is simply a case of their inability to distinguish between reality and imaginary.
What sort of explanation would you see for the whatever event took place there?
Well, in the first instance, as I say, what we call eidetic imagery, an image subjectively experienced with the vividness of reality and projected in the circumstances of a graveyard and an old lady sitting on a tombstone. I mean, anything could be the basis of the projected image, but that it should be taken seriously as a preternatural or supernatural intervention is very foolish indeed. It should not be taken seriously.
Now, in Ireland at the time, there were several apparitions seen. So did the boys really see something, or was it something they made up? And You can decide whether the boys had told a story, they were late home for dinner, they were afraid, so they made up this story, or did they really, really see the Virgin Mary? So guys, you know, was it a prank that kind of grew, or did those boys really, really see the apparition of the Virgin Mary? I will leave it up to you. I have my own thoughts. But, you know, it could have been a prank that just kind of, you know, the boys told a story, they were late home, and then of course the news got involved, RTE got involved, and it just grew from there. I suppose the boys now would probably be in their 50s. So who knows, but you can decide and leave a comment down below. So what we're going to do now is have a look at some headstones. Now, just from looking at the video of the interview with the boys, it's kind of hard to match up the area, but the cattle mart would have been over there, and then here, around here somewhere, the boys said they seen the apparition of Our Lady. So it's you know, I just thought it was a very interesting story to cover, and this beautiful old little cemetery then as well. That there is the bakery, and we're getting all those beautiful smells off it. Now, just in the background there, you'll see the bell tower of the church, but you will also see a castle, well, what remains of a castle. Now, unfortunately, in 1982, a stuntman just at the top of the castle there was to perform for the Mardi Gras, and there was a huge crowd, but unfortunately the man's name was John Neville. He jumped, missed the landing pad, and actually fell to his death. So you can just imagine the, you know, the upset of the children and the people that were watching that day. But I just thought I'd mention, just at the castle there, a stuntman, and as I said, he died unfortunately. But let's read some of these headstones. We'll pick out a few. Now, I believe that this place was cleared somewhat. There was definitely, looking at the interview, a hedge that went along that boundary wall there. But I think we'll start here. Look at these rails here. Now, they are in pretty bad condition. We've one headstone there, but at some stage that was cemented over, and it's starting to crumble, unfortunately. Looks like James Kearns, erected by James Kearns. Looks like 1914 there, and maybe Elizabeth as well. But then we have these old crosses, and I believe wrote there is 1743 there. Yeah, I think that's 1743. I can't really make out anything else there. And we've actually two more just there. Right, there's another one just here I've spotted. Now, I'm not quite sure what that says. That to me looks like it says age there. Would it be that a 977? Would it be 1917 maybe? Not quite sure. I might see that one in edit. Torch is not, it looks like MA917. Not really sure what that says. There's another one here, it looks quite old. That looks like 17, it's either 1799 or 1729, age 25, Anastasia Foley. Age 25. To me it looks like it says 1799, but it could be 29. Now this would have been a beautiful cross. You can see the design there. It's all unfortunately broken. We have two tombs just inside this little gated area. But unfortunately there's a lot of rubbish around the area as well. This one, memory of Edward Tobin of Timon, died in 1892, aged 55. Also his brother Morris Tobin, he died in 1864, aged 20 it looks like. Edward was actually 55 and his brother was 20. Also his mother Anne, she was 65 when she died in 1867, and his father 1888. Looks like he was 80. This one is 1925 in loving memory of Anne Foley, 1925, aged 53, and her mother Mary Jackman, she was 80 when she passed in 1911. Now this one has some really nice designs. I'm not sure whether you'll see that. Erected by Thomas Cleary in memory of his wife Mary Cleary, alias Murphy, who departed this life July 1829, aged only 38, so very, very young. But there's a good few headstones in here, but unfortunately they're not in great condition at all. This one on the ground here, it says in memory of Elliot D. Elliot, died, the date is just about gone, it's 19 something November, rest in peace. Then we have this one here, the body of James Murphy, 1834, age 74, also his wife Ali, she passed away in 1813. You can see all the lichen there on that one. So the noise that you can hear, as I said, is the bakery. We'll go right down here and have a look. Oh wow, look at that one. Completely covered. Look at that. It just flakes away. And of course, unfortunately, I won't be able to read it. No. Erected by John Walsh for his son William Walsh, who died 1837 in the 14th year of his age. Wow. So William Walsh was only 14 when he passed away in 1837. How sad. That is very, very sad. And it looks like he's all on his own there, so you would wonder why family weren't buried. Did they move away, or, you know, so sad. So the ground is very uneven. So as I was telling the story, I was trying to watch where I was walking. So we will walk just back up towards the top. And there's that 1743 there. Now I was trying to figure out where the boys stood while they were being interviewed, and I believe it was somewhere around here. And as they pointed across, they were pointing over in that direction. So I'm presuming that is the area where Our Lady appeared. Here lies the body of Patrick Byrne. He passed away 7th of May 1771, I think, aged possibly 50 there. 50 there for him. That tomb would have been lovely as well. There's designs along it, and then we have, unfortunately, as I said, a lot of damage in the area to a lot of these headstones and tombs. There's a tomb here. Here lies the body of Thomas Parle, who departed this life December 1810, aged 60, and also his children named James and Elizabeth, also his daughter Catherine. She was 32 when she died in 1817, and also Bridget, wife of the above Thomas, 1834, it looks like, aged 84, and also their son John Parle, 1842, aged 60. And there's a Patrick there as well. So that's in pretty good condition considering. So this one kind of stands all on its own, and this is beautiful. You can see the writing is almost like 3D, erected by Annie Margaret Roach. See the way the letters are on this headstone, quite unique. Memory of their father Pat Roach, 1910, aged 74, also his daughter Sarah Roach. She died May the 12th. And I can't really understand this. She was only 14. But you can see there it says May, and then there's 1, 2, 9, 3. So I'm presuming it's May the 12th. 1993? I don't think so. And there's his son is there as well. He was only 20 years. He died March the 10th, and it says 98 there. So I'm not sure, is it 1998 and 1993? I don't think so. I'm not. I'll have to try and figure that one out. If their father died in 1910, age 74, his daughter was only 14 when she died. And then his son, and it says 98 there, and it looks like 93 there. I'm not really sure, but very young to die, to pass away, and that is gorgeous. Look at that. And the sun is coming out. But I love that writing, the way it's done. And then we have another one of these crosses just here. And unfortunately I won't be able to make anything out on that one either. But they're obviously very, very old. So we're almost back at the entrance there to the cemetery, and we see these lovely rails. They're all rusted. Looks like we had 2 headstones in there. One is broken, And I can't read anything. I do see an 1838, I believe, just in there on that one. And another tomb that's unfortunately all broken. Looks like 1982 on that one there. So there's some very, very old headstones and some then that are newer. Right, so guys, I'm going to leave it there. Let me know what you think. Did the Virgin Mary really appear here to 3 young boys just playing? It is a beautiful old cemetery, but it's kind of sad to see it in this state. But that's all for now, guys. Take care. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell. Make sure it's turned on to all. But with that being said, I'm going to leave it there. Take care, guys. God bless.